Hello, Prakam Az here. So today I'm coming to review. I'll be comparing Gold Wood by Afnan against my Deacon of Oud Wood by Tom Ford. So let's start off with what I get out of Tom Ford Oud Wood. So pretty much at the top, Tom Ford Oud Wood just opens with this intoxicating non-sweet oud, followed by rosewood and then a medicinal vibe from the vetiver. That pairing is just wonderful. It is loud, it is elegant, just beautiful opening. But then as it quickly dies down, so after about 30 minutes, you have that oud note that is pretty much gone and is replaced by a vanilla note. The vanilla note adds a little bit of sweetness to that rosewood decor with that little medicinal vibe coming from the vetiver. So after 30 minutes, gradually the oud goes away. The rosewood is still there, beautiful, is well balanced with the vanilla and then that medicinal vibe from the vetiver. And then that's what you get pretty much for the remaining of the wearing, at least on my skin. And then it only lasts for 3 hours. um, Kind of disappointing. After that, it becomes really soft, close to the skin. And the max that I was able to get out of this was 4 hours. So performance wasn't there, but the scent is beautiful. I love in the opening how it is balanced. So you get something that is dark, so like that non-sweet oud, balanced with a little sweetness and rosy accord from the rosewood, and then you also have that medicinal vetiver profile that is added to the mix. Is beautiful. Then gradually it loses that darkness a little bit, and then the vanilla comes in, paired with that rosewood is just beautiful. Is an elegant scent, I should say. So though performance sucks, it is something to consider. So let's move on to Goldwood. So Goldwood comes in this box. It's like an papier mache type of box, and then you have the Goldwood embossed in all four sides. And this is the bottle here. This is a 60 ml. Nothing on the bottom. Just a standard presentation there. So what do I get out of Goldwood by Afnan? Pretty much at the top, what you're gonna get is a blast of rosewood, and then that's pretty much what I get. So that rosewood paired with woodsy undertones, so you get a rosy, woody, like a light rosy, woody accord, just beautiful. And then that will last you about an hour, and then gradually you're gonna have a medicinal vibe that is introduced to it coming from the vetiver, and then you're gonna get like a vanillish, like a vanilla type scent that is coming from the tonka bean. So the resemblance to oud wood only appears in the mid stage or the dry down when the rosewood is then supported by the tonka bean that is coming in, and then that slight medicinal vibe from the vetiver. Now, performance was really good. This performed really well for like longevity was really good, between 6 and 7 hours. Projection was soft. Sillage was the same thing. It was average. Now, how close are they? How close is Goldwood to Oud Wood? I would say not really close. First, in terms of scent profile, Oud Wood is rosewood balanced with a vetiver note, and then you have that vanilla that is playing a supporting role at the beginning, then emerges louder and louder during the dry down. Beautiful. Goldwood, on the other hand, will open with a blast of rosewood, and then gradually you're going to have the tonka bean and the vetiver come in. But then the only comparison or similarity that I see here is the predominant rosewood note. Besides that, I would say they're not that similar. If I was going to put a percentage, I would say they're probably 60 to 70% similar because of that rosewood core. That's when you can make the comparison. But besides that, the construct, when you add the supporting notes around Oud Wood, and then Gold Wood. Those tonka beans and vetiver in Gold Wood, and then the vetiver and vanilla in Oud Wood. The vibe that you get from it is different. When I asked around comparing these two, the first time I tried this and asked people, they loved it. And then when I got back from India, I ordered Oud Wood to compare it to. Then I asked people to then compare these two. Every single time they went for Oud Wood because the opening was kind of challenging because of those dark edges, like the oud and then the vetiver, the medicinal vetiver that is paired with the rosewood. I thought it was a little interesting and kind of different. But then as it died down, they really loved it. And then the main differentiator was that oud wood was smoother. It was well blended, and it just had more character. Goldwood, when I asked them to describe it, it was pretty much, oh, it is a sweet woody scent, which I understand is coming from the rosewood and then the woodsy note that are there. And then in the dry down, they were like, well, yeah, we kind of see the similarity, but we still prefer oud wood. And then they said that the rosewood was louder, more noticeable in goldwood. So you get that like a rosy, woody scent or note that is really predominant or at the forefront in goldwood. Whereas in oud wood, that rosewood is well balanced with the vanilla and then the medicinal vibe. It's just well leveled. Whereas in goldwood, you pretty much get like the first thing that you catch, especially in the air, is gonna be just the rosewood core. So if I was going to rate these two, I would say they're somewhat similar. Goldwood is not going to replace oud wood. If you love oud wood and then that's what you're trying to get, and you're looking for a substitute, I would say this will not do it for you. As the wearer, it's going to be, you're going to know the difference. It's not going to give you the same sensation. To people around you, they're going to be able to make the difference too, because this is predominantly rosewood, and then this is more than rosewood. You have that medicinal vibe going on in that vanilla that balances that medicinal vibe, and then the rosewood there. They're all level. So if I was going to rate them individually, because I consider these two standalone fragrances, I like this one. I'll keep it in my collection. I will wear it. Like you see, I've worn quite a bit. It's right here. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. For the rosewood scent that I'm getting out of this, and then the light medicinal vibe that comes after, and then the light tonka beans that come after in the dry down. This is a really interesting scent, so 7.5 out of 10. Plus the performance is better than oud wood. But I'll consider goldwood a standalone fragrance. Yes, it has similarities to oud wood, but for me, it is a scent on its own. So I would say 7.5 out of 10. It is worth trying. Now for price, when I was in India, I was able to get this for $35. If you can get this and at that price level, I would say go for it. I've seen this listed online for like crazy prices, especially when Babs introduced them. This is like $60, $70. I would say you can probably get, you have to go through your list. So what is my next best purchase? And then if you run out of ideas, maybe try this. But I would say with the $60, $70, you can find something that is better. There are better things sent to get. Not necessarily scents that smell like oud wood, but other fragrances that you can invest in before you get to, well, wanting to try this or buy a full bottle. If you can test it, yeah, that would be a good idea. But if you have goldwood around you and then is easy to find, especially around that price point, $30 to $35, then yeah, I would say I'll go for it. Give it a try. Oud wood, if I was going to rate this, this is a 9 out of 10 for me. Though performance sucks, I think this is still beautiful. Just spray more or carry a decant, I think is worth it. So So yeah, so that was my review. If you own Oud Wood, let me know how is performance for you. I've heard that some people get crazy performance out of, I should say, good performance out of Oud Wood. If so, you're lucky. I wish I could get more than four hours max. So, and then if you've tried Gold Wood, what do you think of it? Do you think it's similar to Oud Wood? And if not, how do you like it as a scent or fragrance on its own? Again, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And take care. Bye.